Hi guys, and happy Halloween. Given that it's a spooky time of year, I realized that I've had a pretty massive oversight in terms of my cocktails, which is that I've never done the zombie. So I thought, what better day of the year to do it than on the 31st of October? So let's get into it. So the zombie was invented by Donn the Beachcomber, who had kind of one of the original tiki bars in LA. He did invent a lot of cocktails, a lot of the kind of tiki classics that we still know now. And this is probably one of his better known. It was said that it was limited to 2 per customer because Donn would say if you have more than that, then you would be like The Walking Dead, hence the name. And it is absolutely such a massive drink. So we want to go in with 45 mils of a Jamaican style rum. I did not have a rum from Jamaica on the bar, but I've got this little Australian number, which is really nice, big, pot still kind of estery, so we'll do the job there. 45 mils of a lighter Puerto Rican kind of style rum. I've got Florida Caña here, which is that kind of lighter Spanish style. And then 30 mils, a full shot of an overproof rum. This one is pretty blow your head off at 54.5%. And this is Passeur's gunpowder proof. Or Pusa, I never know how to say that rum. Passeur's, I think. So a full shot of that. I'm getting drunk just from smelling it, I think. Then 15 mils of falernum, so a little kind of spiced lime syrup that goes really well in all kinds of tropical drinks. If you like rum, it's definitely a good investment. Then a teaspoon, apparently, of grenadine, if I can get this one open. You can obviously make your own quite easily, but I had this little guy from Lieber & Co. And then 15 mils of what was known as Donn's mix. So basically Donn was a little bit paranoid about people stealing his recipes. So even his own bartenders didn't know exactly what went in each drink. So they'd have kind of prep people in the back that would make up all of these different mixes that were all just numbered. And then the bartender just knew to grab this bottle to put it in. But we have discovered, thanks to Jeff Beachbum Berry, who did a lot of research on this, that this Donn's mix was essentially a cinnamon syrup and then blended with fresh grapefruit juice. So to make the cinnamon syrup, you just want to add a few sticks of cinnamon into some sugar syrup, bring it to a boil, let it simmer for a while, let it cool, leave the cinnamon in there, at least a couple of hours, but overnight is best to kind of get a nice amount of that flavor through there. And then you mix 1 part of that with 2 parts of fresh grapefruit juice, and all of that just to put 15 mils in the drink. I will pop the recipe for that below if I said all of that too quickly. Then 4 dashes of Pernod, 1 dash of Angostura, and last but not least, some lime juice. So I'm not going to lie to you, I did have to have this one written down because I don't know how anyone would ever remember that entire recipe. And it's 25 mils of lime juice, pretty much 1 lime. So this one he did originally do in a blender. I don't have a blender here, so I'm just going to shake it on some quite kind of small pebble ice and then just shake and dump it, and it will get like a reasonably similar texture. Obviously, because it is really complicated, if you are having a Halloween party and you want to do something like that, you'd probably want to batch it all beforehand and then just have your blender out, and you can just pop in as many as you need and blitz it up kind of to order, which would be quite a fun way of going about it. And it's a big drink, you're going to need a big glass, so a nice big hurricane glass for that. Oh, that is delicious, but I don't even think I can make it to 2. I think 1 would be plenty for me. A little bit extra ice to fill it right to the top here. And of course, like all good tiki drinks, you want an over-the-top garnish. So I've got a big sprig of mint here. We're gonna do a little grapefruit wedge, as well as a cinnamon stick. There we have a zombie. It's actually really balanced considering how much booze there is in there. You get like a nice amount of sweetness from the various kind of syrups and things in there. Heaps of bright citrus flavor. Obviously the rum comes through, but I can definitely see why this one would be dangerous. So try not to end up like The Walking Dead on Halloween this year. The zombie. So now you know.